Okay, how to connect the nose cone and streamer to the rocket. Get a 6-inch length of string or a broken rubber band. This is called the shock cord. So try to get a longer than average rubber band. Break air in half. So we have a rather nice long 6-inch length, please. You may have a big pile of rubber bands in the supply trays. Some of them are smaller, and so please choose wisely. Cut out the shock cord mount. Actually, in your paper, cut this thing out right here. Place a glob of white school glue on A. Arrange this so that it's the same as your diagram. Put the end of the shock cord as shown, so the end of it's in the glob. Fold the mount so that B lines up with A. Put a glob of school glue at C. Fold the shock cord over to get stuck in this glue as well. So I started off with a long rectangle of paper. Now I have virtually a square of paper. Number 17, glue the shock cord mount inside the top of the body tube. So here's your rocket tube. You're going to put some glue on that. And then we're going to glue it inside the body tube. It says make it more than 2 centimeters from the top of the tube. So 2 centimeters. Imagine putting your fingers down there. You're going to stick it in as long as your pinky can go. So it is not right at the edge of the tube. It is down a little ways. We have to have room for the nose cone to go in there without being pushed by that wad of shock cord mount. Number 18, cut out a strip of streamer material to be 3 centimeters by 50. Okay, we have different kinds of material available. Maybe you'll see this silvery mylar stuff. That might be available to you. You might see some spools of ribbon like this. There might be something else, but you want to cut a section of that off so that you have about 50 centimeters of it. Call that the streamer. The purpose of the streamer is so that when the rocket is falling, there's a second explosion in the engine. That second explosion pushes the nose cone and this streamer out of the top of the rocket, and this streamer will then flutter as it's falling. That will slow the rocket down. It will also help you to see it. Okay, so number 18, cut out a strip. We did that. Tape, glue one end of the streamer to the middle of the shock cord. So here's the shock cord, and we're going to tape it to the middle of it right there. Now hopefully you're going to have some more strong tape than the Scotch tape available to you. If you only have Scotch tape available, I think it will still work if you put multiple layers on. Let's say you put on at least 4 layers. I think that would be abundant. If you had something like duct tape, then 1 layer would be sufficient. Number 20, connect the free end of the shock cord to the nose cone. There should be an eye of the needle for this. You need to make a second shock cord mount if there isn't. Most nose cones will have a little, let me draw a picture. You'll have the pointy end of the nose cone, but there'll be a little loop. that you can thread the needle through that, thread the rubber band through that little hole and tie it off. That's how it's designed. Now you might have a nose cone that is open at the bottom, but you have a little disc with a loop on it. So you have to glue the disc into the nose cone and then tie the rubber band on this little eye of the needle, so to speak, on that. If you don't have these little eyes to go in, then what you do is you cut out another shock cord mount, another thing like this, fold the A, B, C with the glue just as before, and you glue that on the inside of the nose cone. And that's the end of that.